G'day. It's your boy, Danny D, aka Alaktrician Man, in the house. Same thing I say every week, according to Matt out there in the chats. Much love to you, brother. What else did he say that I normally say? Oh, don't know if it's going to be a long one today, so I'll start off with some Alak-Azul. And you know what, Matt? Just for you, I will do that, brother, just for you. Okay? There you go, Alak-Azul on a beautiful Sunday morning where I am, Saturday evening or more night or whatever, wherever you are. Alak-Azul. Gotta love that. Got to love that. A little bit of water to wash down the Alak-Azul and coffee. Let's go to the chats for a minute here. Drip Community PH, Mike. Great to see you out there again, brother. Yes, another amazing milestone. We're past that 650,000 mark, and yeah, I'm pretty sure within this week, anyway. Within this week, I think we'll definitely reach that. Of this coming week, next week for you guys. Yeah, we'll hit that 700,000. You know, I'm super confident about that one, and yeah. So, Drip Community PH, awesome. Yes, please smash the like button and the subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you haven't already done so. Guys, please let me know if the audio is okay, if the signal's okay. I'm getting this thing up on my screen here. It's kind of telling me that my signal's not so great. I don't know why, but it seems okay from my side. Please let me know. Give me the thumbs up if audio's okay and everything like that. Tony Morrow, as always, good to see you. This is Matt. I'll put this up here. And we are live. Awesome. Link. Yes, the link is in the chat. Not this chat, but over in the Telegram groups of the Alak-Azul Show, the Crypto Collective, and also in our Stable Swap Telegram group. So please head over there. LCM, as always, here. Thank you. There can't be you and not Tony and Tony and not you. So I know that you're both there, probably sitting beside each other, looking at your phones. Fantastic again to have you here. And yes, Matt, Alak-Azul Arno's VIP accommodations for the first. Brother, I think you should tap into some more reliable sources. 1 million in February. Hey, Jim, good to see you out there, brother. Yes, I think so too. I think that one's in the bag. You know, given our track record now, and then with the promos that will be coming up also in February, sometime in February. I'm not going to tell you when, but there definitely will be one in February. I definitely think that we're going to smash that 1 million out of the ballpark. It's just going to be gone. So definitely, yeah. Sound is good. Yes, thank you, Tony. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'll be here all night. Yeah, eating dinner, as he says. He's having a meltdown at the moment. Yeah, I know. That's always the excuse, Matt. There you go. Hey, Fuzzy, good to see you. Fuzzy, another super mod on the Telegram group. Great to see you there, brother. Great to see you there. So there you go. Alrighty, what is going on, beautiful people? I'm just looking over here. I've got people messaging me over in Telegram. I get these messages from people, you know, like, oh, let me check this one. Hello, have you had any experience with crypto Phil passive income? Would like to know if it's genuine. Go and ask Phil. I'm sorry, go and ask Phil. And here's another one. Oh, now it's just a deleted account. Hey, dear, how is Kopi currently working out for you? Well, I'm not in Kopi. So there you go. I get all these kind of messages every single day. It's quite crazy. But anyway, just looking through, fam, it's been raining liquidity provisions. Been raining liquidity provisions this week. It's absolutely nuts. You know, there's more notifications from Stable Swap bot than there are from people in the chats. So super exciting when you see it like that. But hey, I'm going to put this out there to you guys. Let me know. Do you think? Do you still want to have the stable swap liquidity provision reports going in the main chat there? Let me know. Give me a say yes or no or whatever. I think initially when I put it in there, it was like it was one of the partners said, "Oh, do you think we should have it in there?" And I'm thinking, well, it's actually good. It keeps people like pumped and motivated because they can see, like all the new liquidity provisions coming through, etc. And I think that's a positive thing. But I mean, obviously, it's going crazy now. So just getting some feedback from you guys. Should we still leave it there? And I can see a couple of you saying yes. I think it's all good here watching the money roll in every day. Yeah, I think so too. It's a nice affirmation and confirmation that things are working with stable swap. So absolutely awesome. Blue chip. Could not imagine life without it. Validation is always good. Yeah. Okay, cool. That gives me enough feedback there to say yes, we should leave it in there. And I love it. I see it coming through. It's like, wow, there's not nice little ones and then nice big ones, and then just some that come out of the blue, which are just ridiculous amounts. But it just goes to show that people are starting to really catch on with stable swap and seeing the real value in it and the benefits of being in it. So big shout out to all of you out there, all you amazing community members out there that are really driving the driving force behind all of this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, blue chip in the house. Blue chip in the house. You can be in the studio if you want. You know where the links are. So if you want, please join me in here. Always a pleasure to have you in here. And anyone out there in the chats, if you want to jump on and be with me here in the studio, by all means. The link's in the not in the description here, but the link is over in the Telegram groups. Again, the Alak-Azul Show group, the Crypto Collective, and also in the main Stable Swap Telegram group. So I've put that out there. So please, if you want to join me, please do so. Really want me to, Dan? Yeah, of course, brother. Jump on board. Be awesome to have you here yet again. Very, very, very cool. All right. So the first thing I do want to touch on today, I don't know if Gary's out there, but I'm pretty sure he'll pop in later. But Gary 777 did a recommendation, which I actually mentioned last week as well. He said, is it possible that we set up an account that community members can contribute to, if they wish, zero obligation, of course, into an account where they can contribute to, whatever it be, however amount they want to put in. And then every week we'll actually do a live giveaway here on my live streams. And, the amount that's in there, depending on the amount that's in there each week or, fortnight, monthly, however it goes, depending on the amount, we can just give it all to one lucky winner, or we can split it or whatever. We can do like a bit of a poll on the live streams, and I'll show it live every week. I'll just show you that I have set up the account just so you guys know. I'll share my screen for a second. Blue chip in the house.
Hey, what's going on, my brother?
Brother, I'm just about to show. Let me just bring this up on screen. I'm just about to show the account that I just created. Here we go. So there you go. I've just created this account based on Gary's request a few weeks back, whether we could create an account for people to contribute to, for weekly giveaways, etc. So I've been so busy, I've only just set that up today, but I will create the topic in the Telegram group today as well, and I'll put the details of that in there. So basically, well, hang on. What am I doing? Wrong screen. This one here. Okay. So yeah, basically it'll be this. This will be the username, and so you can do internal transfers to that username if you want. And I have all these details. I will have all these details on the Telegram. And if you want to like fund it using external sources, that's fine too. And you can just scan this QR code, which I'll have in there, because obviously you can't go deposit address, click and send it to that. You'd have to do internal transfer, or scan QR code to send it to that address. Okay, so there you go. I just bring that back down again. Look at this, guys. We are at 656,000, and we've hit 900 providers. I think that's super exciting. You know, super exciting. 900 providers, 656,452 in liquidity right now. Actually, I'll just refresh it because it may be a little bit more. There you go, 656,676. Super beautiful and super bullish.
That's amazing.
It is. We've come a long way, bro.
Almost 1,000 providers in less than 3 months.
Yeah, man.
That's moving with the quickness, man.
I think so too. 900 there. I seriously think by end of month that'll be 1,000 easy. Easily, I think. And yeah, the million, million bucks in liquidity, I think that'll be there by next month. Definitely. So let's go up here. Yes, 900. That's great. Absolutely. Let's see what Matt has to say. Make the winnings from the streams an automatic new liquidity provision for that winner. I would just sending them USDT. Yeah, Matt, actually that's something, look, we're still working on that. That was something that was just thrown into it a little while ago, but obviously, we're priority right now is just to get everything ready for the roadmap. So when we have a little bit of time, we'll add in these other things, but mainly it's all about roadmap. Focused on that. But yeah, the ability to be able to send straight to somebody's liquidity provision, create a new liquidity provision for them. That's something we're definitely working on, and that'll work well for like airdrops or people that are setting up accounts for their family members that they don't want to just give them, money that they can go and spend elsewhere. It's rather, creating them a gift that keeps on giving, and that's what we're working on doing. So sometime soon we'll be implementing that you could call it like almost like an airdrop facility where you have the option of choosing whether you send it just as USDT or creating like a whole new liquidity provision for them. So there you go.
I like it. That's a good idea.
That's definitely coming up. Yeah. Nice. Hi, Lillian. Good to see you out there again. And Tony Moore, yes, amazing. We love it. As the provider numbers increase, so the snowball effect for liquidity coming in. Yeah, totally, Jim. Totally agree with you there. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's already going crazy. Blue Chip, what do you reckon, brother? Like, this past week, it's just really starting to snowball.
Yeah, I mean, it's it can really blow your mind. You start looking at this thing and you're like, wow, this can be a big game changer for anybody. And it's it doesn't really take you that long to build yourself to a position where all of a sudden you've got great supplemental income.
Yeah,
it's a life changer. You look at all the different strategies. I was looking at some of Jim's and awesome strategy, long term, but I think his strategy on the back end, you're sitting with a much bigger position versus someone who's just wanting to rush in and then just start yanking out as much as they can right away, which is fine.
Yeah.
But if you can get to where you're taking some profits, paying your bills, but still building your position, I think that's better. Why would you want the party to end,
Yeah, exactly. Cruising along, brother. Just keep cruising along. I'm going to put this up here. Freaking Matt. This is my Streamlabs thing. I know it's still moderating. I don't know. Reflect. So, and this is Matt Streamlabs. Please refrain from making me look bad in front of my friends. Classic. Absolute classic. Oh. Cold in the US of A. I wish it was over here. I tell you.
Man,
that's not too bad here at the moment. Not too bad.
Yeah, it's freezing here in South Carolina. I'm down there, Charleston, man. It's like in the 20s. It's really cold.
Wow. There you go. Well, over here, you know, my kids say, "Oh, it's cold." I'm like, it doesn't get cold in the Philippines. Come on, it doesn't happen.
And Baguio, it does.
Yeah, well, so they say, but you know, I've been there, but I don't know,
like
man.
70, 60 at the worst. But when you go from 110 degrees to 70 or 60, it feels cold.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. That's true. Crypto Bones, great to see you there. I've seen you getting a little bit more active there in the chats as well, and in Telegram and stuff. I see some of your things going through, but yeah, man, welcome again. Matt's a freaking classic, man. He really is. Very cold in Texas too. Yeah, actually, my sister's in Texas. Around Round Rock in Texas. So, yeah, apparently it's been a little bit cold over there. So, there you go. Man, you know, again, the stream is usually about stable swap, but I'm happy to talk about other stuff. Man, BB's making a move. BB is doing something from what I hear. And also, I've got to give a shout out to Unmade Sugar. And let me see if I can bring up. He's got a new project. He has a new project, and I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to make a brand here. I'll just have it running along the bottom of the screen here. So check this one out. I'll just put it here. Scroll to the bottom. Okay. Unmade Sugar, who is, partnered with Scott the Investor and Cryptopian on the Foodtopian stuff. And he has his own NFT programs and stuff. But he's just launched a new thing. So Meta Angels MC says Motorcycle Club. It's that kind of a theme. It's a NFT game. I haven't looked into it that much yet, but he did send me this link and asked if I can send it out there. So, yep. Guys, please check that one out. It's another exciting project from another Drip OG and, another trusted dev in the space. So please check that one out. Unmade Sugar, Keith, and get over onto their Telegram group and see what's going on there. DripX, I haven't looked into it much. I hear, people talking about it a lot, but that's not something I'm really into at this point. Chip, it's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard to jump onto these new things when we've got something so stable like Stable Swap.
I swear, you were talking about this stuff. I'm just sitting here, man. It's just going to be hard for me to look at anything else.
I know. I never intended it to be this way, right? What I intended with this was making it a nice, comfortable transition into crypto for people. But still do your other plays and things like that. And then just bring some of those profits into something that's, like Stable Swap, where it's just so smooth and, cruisy. You don't have to think about it. And, I think that's a great thing. But, yeah, man, I got all these opportunities that are like being thrown on my doorstep here. And I'm kind of not even taking the time to look at them, bro. I kind of feel bad.
Yeah, I'm the same with, I was wanting to look at some other plays, and then I quit looking, and
I think it's just because it's it's the risk factor and the risk tolerance now. I mean, I've made a lot of money in crypto, but I just want to continue making lots of money. I don't feel like taking any losses,
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. pretty crazy considering, where we've come from, and, degen plays and getting into things like, like Splassive and this and that. I'm like, why? I just, unless you're in some mad rush to really make some quick money,
Well, I could see if I was like fully retired and, I had the spare risk-free capital, and I could see, maybe trying to do some degen plays and catching the thrill of catching it early and that kind of stuff. But seeing that I've been spanked twice on that with rug pulls,
yeah,
I don't have a burning desire to do it again. And I mean, if anything, and I'd like to find a good kind of low risk miner for XRP. You know how the kitchen sink you can mine BNB? That's really doing well, man. It's doing a lot better than I thought. All of a sudden, it's paying some decent money, and I wish I could find one for XRP, just because I think XRP is gonna do good over the next.
Well, it's a long time player, right? It's been around for a long time, and it's I do watch it and I play with XRP from time to time. But the BNB stuff, man, I still think BNB, when the bull run starts, that thing's going to go through the roof. So if you're earning BNB, beautiful.
Yeah, I noticed in that kitchen sink, I went in with 7 BNB. You know how you got to compound 3 times?
Yeah.
Then you got a claim day.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's almost at 13.
Wow.
And then on your claim day, it ends up being about maybe 130, 140 bucks.
Yeah.
That you could claim every week. So I'm like, wow, what about when it gets up to 20? And then what if BNB goes up a little bit?
Yeah. I used to play BNB all the time, like back a while back, and I'd day trade that thing. Back then I was making some good money from that, but I'm so sick of just sitting there and like watching it. I have to watch it, and every day, and I don't have time to do it anymore, man. I'm struggling just to keep up with Telegram, let alone sitting there watching the charts.
Well, I was cashing the BNB in and buying drip with it, but now I've been putting it in stable swap. So
yeah, just a sec. What was that? Okay, bye. Sorry, my daughter was just going out. Yeah, man. I just, that's not the thing I posted. Why am I out fishing? Because I can. We're gonna do a whole marketing campaign based around that, I think. Shout out to LCM for that initial idea. It's so boring. I love it. So we're gonna run with that. That's gonna be awesome. I'm just gonna mention this. Malleus AU, welcome, man. Black Cube Finance. Look, I don't know. With any of these things that are coming out, I kind of just sit and wait till they're out. For me personally, I just wait till they're out. I never ever FOMO into anything. And because I can start talking about that now, but between now and when it launches, 1000% sure there's going to be changes. So I don't want to start talking about it and get people involved and things like that, and then it gets changed. So I just generally wait until it's out. When it's out, if I like it, then I'll talk about it. That's pretty much how it is for me. Even things like, we get back to the days of Animal Farm when it was launching and things like that, and people are saying, oh, you're going to get in. And I'm saying, no, I'm not yet, because in my opinion, with things like that, if it's going to be good, it's going to be good 6 months from now. I'm not into these things where I have got to get in like right from the beginning and make my money. Although, yes, I did that with drip, but that's a little bit different. I mean, I was there in day one and I'd known about it, and I looked into it, and I went down that road. But drip was still really simple. When you start talking about things like Black Cube Finance or even how Animal Farm was, where it's pretty damn complex, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to go and wrap my head around something that's super complex and then have to change everything up again if there's any changes along the way. All right. just, it's not me. I don't have that much time on my hands. So Black Cube Finance, hey, look, shout out to Forex, brother. I love what he does, and I've got a lot of respect for Forex, but I'm just going to wait and see. I'll wait and see what happens with that. I'm not jumping on it personally. How about you, Chip?
I mean, you got to be a calculus major just to do the math on it, figure out what you're going to make, Yeah,
man. I just don't have time for that. So, there you go.
I remember during the animal farm, I'm not going to call the YouTuber's name, but I was checking out his videos. I really liked them, and I was learning some stuff, but I just made a comment. I said, when I get my drip bag here, I'm going to start taking profits for and do a 30% hydrate. And he responded with, well, I think you should pair your drip with BUSD and take those rewards because that would be better for the ecosystem. And I'm like, whatever, man, Then a week later, he was bitching about Forex on YouTube. He was like, oh, man.
Yeah, that's right, bro. Again, that's why I don't want to get involved, man. Like I don't want to get involved in all the drama and all that shit. And that's what would happen if I started talking about Black Cube Finance now. It would just be like a real mess. And I can't afford to be in that mess, So Fuzzy, I love being bored. LCM, you're a champion, brother. Champion. Taking losses sucks. Absolutely. Tony, at my age, my risk tolerance is much less. I'm pretty conservative. Same. But you, for being only 21, I don't know. Tired of being exit liquidity for other platforms. Absolutely. Lil Crypto NZ. Hey, Lil, you know where the links are. Join us if you want to. Great to see you there again. I know you missed, I noticed when I said, I'm not going to be doing a live stream, blah, blah, blah today because I've got stuff to do. And you gave me a thumbs down in the Telegram. What was that all about? So, but I forgive you. I still love you. So, B, there you go. Hello. Please feel free to join us if you want to. You know where the links are, B. Big beauty. Been trading stables lately myself. Hard to make a profit though. You're a clown, absolute clown. Can't teach others simple steps. Project is in peril. And you know what? I got to say that there's a lot of projects out there, man, which they, in essence could be really freaking good, but it just takes so much to try to understand it, man. It just like, even for me being in the space for so long, sometimes it's like, whoa, am I missing something here? I don't even know. Geez, I get to this point, I go, you know what? No, I'll wait and see what happens with everybody else. So, and wow, Matt, look at this. Thank you, brother. Time for another Alak-Azul. Guys, I just, I reached a milestone also with my YouTube. It's never really been about monetizing YouTube, but it allowed me to have certain things like super chats. And now look, thank you, Matt. Greatly appreciated, brother. There's a contribution there from Matt. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Danny, no drama. Absolutely not. Hey, Matt, you know what? I'm going to do this because you paid for it. So Alak-Azul, brother. Alak-Azul. Alak-Azul. So thank you, bro. Thank you for that. Yes. There you go. Fuzzy's Alak-Azul there. Danny, no drama. It's funny because like this relates back to another thing on the chats. Chris Biz, I know, because we just recently met and made contact, and he was calling me Danny O. Right? Daddy-o. And then when he edited it, he put Daddy-o. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then Jim was saying Danny this, Danny that, whatever. And I'm just a bum living out in the sticks, Alaktrician Man, Danny living out in the sticks. So, so there, Danny, no drama. Yeah, brother, I got no time for drama. It's just not worth that, that energy. Must have been an accident. Sorry, my friend. Yeah, Lil, I understand. I believe you. He's like, yeah, he's not doing the live stream today. Woo, there you go. And we have Lil in the house.
All right.
Hey, Lil. Woo, there you go.
Hi, all.
We have Lil in the house. Hey, Lil, I'm getting feedback. There you go. We're getting
it's
feedback.
Very hot
Lil in the house. Hey, Lil, I'm getting feedback. There you go. What is that? Normally you don't, though.
Does that work?
There you go.
Yeah, she fixed it, whatever it was.
There you go. That's better. Come on, it can't be hot in New Zealand.
I have no idea what happened there, Danny. I have no idea. I might have had one too many, possibly, for my Sunday set.
That's all good. That's all good. Are we excited, Lil? Are we still excited about this? Can you see all the stuff that's going on in Stable Swap? It's just nuts, isn't it?
Yes, and I'm loving Blue Chip. Your videos are really great for the beginning.
Thank you.
Because you explain it nice and simply, and you show different ways of how you can slowly build your bags. So that's really, really helpful for newbies. And that's my plan. I've already told you, Danny, to start giving people. I've already slowly been introducing people to it, but I haven't quite got down to doing the video yet. But we're literally going to be doing it on Fridays. Just bringing, it could be one or two people. I start small,
Yes.
And just going through the motions and showing them what Stable Swap's about, but also just explaining crypto, because people just from the basics, what is blockchain? What is crypto?
Yep. Exactly.
One thing I wanted to ask you, gentlemen, actually was now that I've been watching the other sort of Bitcoin gurus, and it looks like there's going to be a fight between fiat, gold, and Bitcoin. And
it's not like it's going to be. It's been going on for so long anyway.
Has it? Yeah. Well, what I'm interested in, because that may bring the power of the US dollar down, especially with the introduction of BRICS, how they're creating different currencies. Yep. So what my question would be, how might that affect Stable Swap if we're always pegged to the US dollar? Are you considering any other type coins or what?
We can add other coins as we see fit. So we can add other stable coins that are based on other currencies whenever we need to. But at this point, we're still maintaining the USDT, because it's just, that everyone knows about it. So, we stick to that, but we do have options of adding other things. But we've got to also look at the stability, the true stability of those other currencies as well, before we can implement that. But we definitely have the ability to do that.
Oh, that's great to know, because obviously it will take time. But when you're talking about powerhouses like Russia, China, Arab Emirates, these are big players.
Absolutely.
And, if they do start uniting, as it seems they are, that could be a bit of competition for the US dollar. So it'd be interesting to see how that pans out.
Definitely. This will come in, it could possibly come in time. But again, we're onto it, so we're always aware of what's going on there. We've got people in the background that are just constantly watching that stuff for us. So even if I'm not doing it every single day, or my partner's not doing it every single day, although we do, we've got people in the background that are constantly watching that. So we're aware, and we kind of see things ahead of time if possible. So, but definitely we have those options and those contingency plans in place. So if anything happens, it's similar to like if you look at like what was happening with BUSD. Okay, we're able to switch that up really quickly, and so we're able to add things if we need to. You know what? I'm just gonna pop these up. All right, Streamlabs, I'm gonna destroy you I'm going to destroy you. Look at this. I don't know how to take that off at the moment, but I will. I will work that out. Just quickly, yo fam, dropping in before going to bed. It's 2 a.m. here. Hey, Millions, brother. Great to see you there. Yeah, man, we're going late. So shout out to you. Okay, let me check here. This is one I got to answer. Can you explain how the payouts happen on the back end when I request a withdrawal? Do the fees from the OTC go into master pool? Then they are manually sent out. Some of the withdrawals, what happens? Okay, what happens with the withdrawals? We do have a series of wallets that are going on in the background there. Okay, so I can't explain all the details. I won't go through every single detail, but what happens is that yes, the fees are accumulated and dispersed to specific wallets. Now, those wallets are not necessarily the same wallets as the withdrawal wallets, but yeah, it's now the back end is a very complex situation. It's not so black and white. Okay, on how that happens. It's set up the way because of security. So, for example, it's not all sitting in one pool and then you withdraw from that one pool. That's a security risk. So we have like hot wallet set up where there's certain amount that's sitting in that wallet, and then that'll be able to fulfill the withdrawal orders that are there. But there are times when that's going to drain out, and then it needs to be replenished again. Because if we had it all sitting in one place, what would happen is that if someone did, touch wood, if anyone actually was able to hack into that portion of the system, then they don't have access to everything. They only have access to limited amounts, and that's why we work with these hot wallets. Okay,
that makes good sense.
Yeah, it's SAFU, right?
Yeah,
SAFU in that regard. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Yeah. And no, it's an automated system, but there are certain times when it would be, a manual system. Again, with the thresholds that we've put in place in the back end, it could be determined by the amount. I mean, if, someone tries to do, that's why we limit it to like a maximum withdrawal of 10,000 USDT or USDC in one transaction. You can't have someone going and trying to do 50,000 in one hit and then it just going through. There's a process that it has to go through and different levels of validation and verification before it actually gets withdrawn. Okay, so I hope that answers your question there. Stable swap is a beast. Yes, it is. And it's just getting crazier and crazier. If you can talk about like Jekyll and Hyde, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I think we're not even anywhere near Mr. Hyde at this point. We're just
really?
On that first experimental pill or drink. But yeah, man, it's going to get even crazier, even crazier. So again, this Streamlabs, I don't know what you're doing to me. Please refrain from spamming caps. And it's showing me over here on message deleted, but it's not. I'm still seeing them on this side. So there you go. Thanks for the info. So Bones, is that enough? Did that answer your question? So let me know. There you go. Man, I'm looking. I forgot to refill. So I've only got a limited amount there, which is actually good. Which is actually good because my Sunday mornings I get too smashed at times and I don't want to be too smashed right now, but I will take another one. I'll do a half glass now. A half glass. Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul.
I kind of try to pace myself now because before it used to just be on Sundays, right? Yeah. But every Thursday I also go into the office now. All right. And when I'm in the office, then we catch up with a few of the team leaders and doing presentations and stuff. And then Patrick and I are there afterwards. And it's like, it's been a great week, Pat. I'll take you out for a drink. And, I'm coming home at like 2-3 in the morning on Thursdays. So being the old man that I am, it takes me a few days to recover now. And just as I recover, all of a sudden it's Sunday. I'm here again on my Sunday morning, so and that's not accounting for, you know, those times where a mate will just turn up at home, or, you know, one of my wife's family members or something. And it's like, okay, you turn up at someone's house over here in the Philippines, you're going to drink. It's just normal. You know, it's a part of life. So trying to pace myself.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
You know, doing these streams, it's, you know, I could be sitting in a bar listening to somebody talk about something I don't care about, or I could be trying to talk to them about crypto or stable swap, and they're going to just walk away and leave me sitting there for about 5 minutes. So on these streams, man, it's like being in a bar talking with friends, you know?
Yeah, it is. I love it.
It is enjoyable.
I hate to share this because it's kind of embarrassing, but I missed your stream one Saturday. So I was driving like on a Monday or Tuesday, and I watched, you know, I pulled it up on YouTube and I was watching it, and you went Alak-Azul, and subconsciously my hand lifted. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, man, what's happening to me?
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. You know, I love it. And, you know, we talk about so many different things, but let's try to swing a little bit back to stable swap for now. You know, how things are going here on the ground in the Philippines, man. It's great. You know, people are using the OTC for big chunks of money now as well. You know, from the Philippines, it's quite surprising, like the amounts that people are putting in, you know, because I mean, you think about it here, $1,000 when you convert it to Philippine pesos, that's, you know, like double a monthly income, right?
Yeah.
Average monthly income over here.
You
right?
said 1,000 pesos.
No, $1,000 I'm talking about. $1,000 right now is about 55 or 56,000 pesos, right? And the average, like for just like a general office worker or something like that, it's probably only about 24,000 pesos a month.
Okay.
Right? A month. So, and I've seen people putting in like thousands of dollars at a time through the OTC into stable swap. Right?
Wow.
And that's in the Philippines.
Wow.
Yeah, the Philippines come a long way since I was there.
Bro, someone yesterday did 200,000 pesos through the OTC. Straight into stable swap.
That's like what, 20K?
Couple of $1,000?
Yeah, a couple $1,000.
Yeah, through the OTC. So, NFA show in the house. Hey, Jim, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate that, brother. NFA show, Nelly Tour, where are you, man? Come and join us if you want to. Definitely kicking goals. It's to refill the blue juice. Thank you so much. That's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. Nelly in the house, brother. If you can join us. Nelly, please refrain from spamming symbols. There you go. Yeah, but anyway, let me bring this up. Playing with the calculator earlier and blew my mind again with what stable swap can do, strategy in full flow. Yeah, man. If you work it out, you know, again, people think, oh yeah, that's not a lot. But when you strategize it, dude, stable swap is massive. It is absolutely massive. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, spamming already. So yeah, what I was saying, just in regards to like stable swap on the ground here in the Philippines and how we're growing out the OTC, the app will be coming out this quarter as well. So it'll be just like an app on the phone, not just the website on the phone, but like an actual app on the phone where people can use it to pay their bills and do their groceries and all of that kind of stuff through there. And so, you know, the vision here is that, I mean, Chip, you've been over here, you know what the sari stores are, right? The little sari stores are like, just in your neighborhood, you can have like 3 or 4 or maybe 5 little stores that people are just running from the front of their house.
Right. Exactly.
You know, That's what we call a sari store. And I know you get this in other parts of the world as well. But, you know, the way we're building this out and when we do the app and we're going to grow it, can you imagine all those little tiny stores can now actually be part of StableSwap by allowing people to make payments using our OTC, like buying, little sachets of coffee or soap or rice or whatever from these little stores, and being able to use StableSwap to do that. Right now, and why would they do it is because they're being rewarded every time they use it for receiving and for sending and things like that, just using pesos, not necessarily crypto, just pesos alone. And what that's doing is just generating income through the OTC, and everything through the OTC is providing revenue back also to StableSwap for paying that reward. Now you can imagine how many, like there's millions of people here in the Philippines, and each individual like street here has to have at least 1 or 2 sari-sari stores. That's per street. So you can imagine the volume that that's going to do. You're talking millions and millions and millions just in that alone.
Well, you're talking about folks providing liquidity from the Philippines. So look at what I've been saying. To live not even extravagant, but just at a decent kind of high income level, 6 or 10K in the United States. But if you're in the Philippines and you're making 1,500 or 2K, that's like making 10 or 15K here.
Dude, doctors don't even make that. Right? Wow. Well, yeah, I'm saying no, doctors do, but like other professions, you making like 100,000 pesos a month, that's not very common, man. And if you can do that passively, wow, that's massive, absolutely massive. Yeah,
you take a person from the Philippines that he's having to work overseas somewhere, separated from his family.
Yeah,
he's making good money, but he's always gone. Man, here's his out, man, right here, StableSwap.
Yep, absolutely. That's it. Look at this. This is Drip Community PH. Hey, big shout out, Mike. He's been like in the office. He's come and visited me in the office. I've given him Alak-Azul. We've had Alak-Azul together, right? And look at that. I'm going to knock doors of every single store here in PH. Can you imagine that? Someone going out there and just sharing the blessings with these sari-sari stores. And obviously they have to create an account, and they all go under Drip Community PH. Can you imagine that? Right? What an opportunity.
That's just thousands and thousands of transactions a day.
Yep.
How many transactions does one sari-sari store in a populated neighborhood?
Yeah, man. Like someone going in there, buying a few eggs in the morning, or, a bit of bread or rice every day, or going and being able to use the app to do that. That's massive, bro. I mean, that's mind-boggling. It really is. I don't know. Mike, how many million people are there in the Philippines right now? I don't even know what the population is right now, but it's absolutely massive, right? And everyone uses these sari-sari stores, So, yeah.
Can you imagine somewhere like India? They're the same. They've got the same, like you said.
Absolutely.
Most countries have this. They have these stores in the neighborhoods, like, bakeries, meat markets.
Yep. That's right. Now, imagine being able to do that, going over to like the markets and things like that, and just being able to use that app to pay for all of your stuff. Right? It's nuts. It's nuts. What you try to wrap your head around that. That's absolutely nuts. So, unless Ewing shields his address first, then they go under him.
That's good.
Team King 254, all the way from Texas. Oh, here we go. Why is my mouse not working? Oh, what's going on? Oh, there you go. Now it's working. From Houston. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, thanks, Jim. There's 115 million people, population of 115 million in the Philippines right now.
Incredible.
Yeah, in an area where, I mean, Philippines will fit inside Australia 28 times. Right?
Wow.
Size-wise, you know. Actually, Philippines is smaller than NZ, Lil, from what I know.
And we've only got 5 million.
Yeah. So 115 million people, right? And every single street, you've got these little stores. And again, imagine if everyone was using it. And it's going to get to that point.
I think what I love about the Stable Swap platform is that it's all about helping people. So once people understand, especially from the investment side, when they know that they can make 0.35% per day, if they've got a little bag in there, it's actually helping people. And in particular, in the Philippines, you know, there's a lot of poverty, you know, because the money's, you know, low in price, you might say, but there's a lot of poverty. And that's why many Philippines travel the world to try and make it better income for their families.
Totally.
So this platform allows them to be able to send money back to their families easily, but also investing in their families. So they can maybe put $1,000 in, for example, if they're making a good wage in America or New Zealand, put $1,000 in, and every day they're getting that earn, and that earn can then go back to their family that they connect with.
Yes. That's on the remittance side.
Yes.
That's on the remittance side. Now, once it lands here and it's now sitting in their Stable Swap app, for example, and they're using that to buy their groceries, pay their bills, send money back and forth to family members, and they're being rewarded every time they use it.
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
Right? Even without using the crypto side, just using the peso side.
Wow.
That's massive, and that's where we're heading to. That's definitely where we're heading to. Let's put this one out here. Millions, yes. Any plans to spread to Central and Latin America? 1,000%, brother. 1,000%. We are looking at doing that as well. You know, again, we're focused on the Philippines right now and within these Asian countries, because what that does is allows us to establish like the blueprint. Once we have that blueprint, we can take that everywhere. You know, and Central America and Latin America, there's so many places there that are really opening their doors to the usage of crypto. And I see probably towards the end of this year or the start of next year, I'll personally be taking a visit to these areas. Yeah, I'll be taking a visit to these areas and personally and looking at like setting up there. Hey, bro, good to see you there.
Oh.
Man, what you got your DB? You got your DB. I'm going to have an Alak-Azul with you. All right, there you go. There's a DB. Alak-Azul from me and DB to you.
Alak-Azul.
So there. So yeah, millions, brother. Definitely on the plans. That's Thailand, right? That's Thailand. I'm not going to go into all the details of Thailand, but I've seen some pretty crazy things over there. But yeah, I can imagine Matt Ewing over there doing that. Okay, question is, how can I penetrate the larger stores like 7-Eleven, Dali, Alphamart? Might need business proposal. You know, bro, that's something that we're going to look into. But in reality, you know, well, look, it's up to you how you work out your business proposal. But, you know, we establish the platform and the back end here, and it's really up to you to go and do whatever you want to do. There's no restrictions on you approaching these people. You know, you can do it individual stores if you want, but, you know, if you really want to hit the main ones, come in the office and let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. You know, on a corporate level, we may be able to work something out there, but, you know, at the end of the day, you're free to approach whoever you want to, you know, once the apps are out there. And as long as your presentation is compliant with everything that we're working towards, by all means, man, wrap them up. I mean, if you can tie up 7-Eleven and Alphamart and that, and they're all under you, more power to you, brother. More power to you. But definitely come into the office again. I'm in the office every Thursday. Okay, just so you know, I'm in the office every Thursday, but I'm trying to get in there probably at least every second or third Saturday, and quite possibly once a month, I'm going to do my live streams from the office on a Sunday. So there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm going to put Tony on the corner. Car wash. Massive. Give many financial freedom while providing true community service. Yes, I think so. I think so. Brother, yes, Mexico. I'm waiting for you to get back over there. Yeah, look, it's this thing is going to go nuts. It's going to go crazy all over the world, and super excited for it. And you know, excitedly boring. Shout out again to LCM. So
I had a thought as I was driving
yes.
back. I've just come back from down the line today.
Yes.
And I had a thought as I was driving. I thought, yeah, maybe we could set up like a first milestone, maybe of say like the $10,000 club. So our first double swappers get to the 10,000. And then when we do it, we come and visit you in the Philippines, because at $10,000, you're making 200 or so, 250 US a week. Well, you can survive off that, you know.
Yeah.
And so that just might be a nice incentive for some of us if we want to actually meet in person, or, you know, come to the Philippines for a Sunday fish. Just a thought.
Why not? Yeah, let's do that. You know, again, we're so open to, you know, to so many things. There's really no limitation on what we can do with this, you know, as long as we're staying compliant and saying all the right things and not saying things we shouldn't be saying, or, you know, trying to mislead people in any way. But anything is possible with this. You know, we can create community groups. We can all get together and, you know, annual events and things like that. Why not? I think it's massive. You know, the potential that we have is just, it's crazy. Trilingual brother here as interpreter. I'll work for Alak-Azul. Yay, for sure, brother, for sure. Absolutely, man, fantastic. See, the community that we're building is just, it's beautiful, right? It's very hard to find another community within, you know, within Telegram, or, you know, within the space that is just so positive every single day. Hey, not discrediting or disregarding Crypto Collective, because, man, I love you guys, and Crypto Collective is just like super awesome. But when you're looking at like a Telegram group for a specific platform where you got next to zero FUD, it's just pure positivity, man. You know,
because we're not being ripped off. We're not being ripped off, and our money's safe. We've seen it tick over every single day. It's not volatile, you know. So there's it seems to be a safe space, and we get to know more and more because of these regular sessions. We actually get to understand how we think and just build those bonds, and that's what's nice about it.
Absolutely.
You got Fuzzy Crypto, the Terminator, in there, keeping people straight, man.
Totally. You know, for me as a co-founder and one of the devs here, you know, what's beautiful for me. Yes, I have hardly any sleep, and you guys know that. And there are elements of stress, but my stress does not come from the system itself. My stress is just not being able to meet specific timelines that I would like to, because I'm just so busy. Okay, that's where my stress comes in. But in general, I'm not stressed about, oh my God, is the token going to dump tomorrow or whatever? We don't have a token to dump.
No.
Right? That's like 90% of my problems already gone.
Exactly.
You know? So I still sleep like super comfortably at night, even though I only sleep for a few hours. You know, that's just so much stress that's been taken away from me, you know. Now, okay, let's go back for a second to Drip, for example. Drip, fantastic. Okay, when it was doing its thing, it was absolutely fantastic. But when it started to go on its decline, which again, I'm still super confident is going to head back up. But when it started to go down on its decline, and I've got thousands of people within my network, right? within my group, I'm taking stress because for them,
Yes,
because
exactly.
I have no control over what happens with that. Yeah.
Yeah. My God.
And yeah, you bring people in, but not everyone goes through the steps of educating themselves, which they all should, right? And although I haven't done anything wrong, a lot of the fingers are pointed at me. Yeah. And you know, and I understand that, but at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. Whereas with Stable Swap, it's different. It's just totally different. We can bring thousands of people into this if we want, or we don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? And you know, most of it is under our control.
Yeah, when you got a big team, you know, you're exactly. I was lucky. I only had a few people, and one of them you helped, and he came in pretty heavy right before the DDD launched.
Yeah,
and it did the opposite. And I just got lucky with him. I called him up just to try to give him some reassurance, and he was like, "Look, bro, wait it out. This is how you get rich in times like this. Wait it out." And I was like, you know, okay, he's cool with everything.
Yeah, you do. You know, I had a few friends that came in, actually friends of my brother, right? They came in because they'd seen what I've been doing for all this time, and they just waited too long to get into it. And, you know, I've been telling them about it from way in the beginning, and they're like just sitting back and waiting to see what happens. And then when they decided to bite the bullet and actually jump in, that's when things started to decline, right? Again, it's out of my hands, but you know, some of those guys put in thousands of dollars, you know, so they're experiencing, and that's their first time into crypto. Yeah. So it's like, oh my God. But I mean, none of them are like upset at me or anything like that, because I told them, when you come into this, you come into this with open eyes. It's entirely up to you. I'm just showing you what I've been able to do. And, you know, it's up to you from there on. So, you know, a little bit of PTSD. But now they're starting to see the light as well. And they're going, okay, I made those losses, and I'm not the only one in the space that's actually made those losses. And it's even not even losses because they haven't sold anything. It's still sitting there, right? But, you know, now I've got to look at other things. You can't just like, you know, lose a fight and then just give up. You just got to keep going. You know, you give up, then you've got no chance of getting anything back. But if you keep going, then you've got every chance of getting things back, and then some. Right.
Right.
So
it does suck though when you talk to your friends and family and introduce them to crypto, and he suddenly the platform you've showed them starts losing red candles everywhere, and so it's not a good feeling when they lose their money, because you're wanting them to succeed.
Absolutely.
And yeah, but that's why I'm quite enjoying and feel safe with Stable Swap, and don't mind sharing that. Yeah, because
absolutely.
Other things, there's no way, because a lot of our people don't have a lot of money, so I don't want to allow them to take that risk. So I'm not even on other platforms now. Whatever I've bought in tokens before, I'm just hodling or put in the kitchen sink, things like that. But I'm not advertising those. I'd rather give them something safe to go with, because then I feel good in myself.
Yep, for sure. I'm just going to touch on this Stable Swap merchandise store. Yes, it is coming, as well as the Alak-Azul merch store, as well as Alaktrician Man merch store. They are definitely coming very, very, very soon, which is going to be beautiful. And we're going to look at how we're going to distribute profits from that. You know, we may put that back into a weekly giveaway. You never know. All right. So the merch store, it's just another added thing that we're going to be doing, but it's not necessarily another real revenue earner for the system, because we're generating revenue regardless. Okay, but eventually over time, let's look at that. Tony, great idea. Every merchandise order comes with a shot of Alak-Azul. Brother, I'm going to turn into Papa Smurf. I will turn into Papa Smurf if we do that, right? Because I'm sure there's going to be orders. So all right, Fuzzy's the man. Matt, I've got to put this out there, brother. That's another one. All right. Just for you, people out there in the space are witnessing this. You are trying to corrupt me. Yeah, if we must. Okay. Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul.
Oh, Papa Smurf's going to get a beating later on, I tell you. Tesla City, 49er game listening here. Hey, Mollians, good to see you there again. Furthermore, I demand all super chats go towards your daughter's fine arts tuition. Wow. You know what, man? Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You know, because it's such a huge dream for her. She wants to get into NIDA, but man, NIDA is like a 12% acceptance rate. 12%. It's just nuts, right? But she definitely wants to do it. And I'm just prepping her to know that she may not get in on the first time. Actually, it's 99.9% chance that she doesn't get in on the first time. But I'm teaching her and prepping her to keep fighting for that. Because like with NIDA, there's so many times that, you know, people go like 5, 6, 7, 8 auditions before they actually get in. I think acceptance is only like 120 people a year into NIDA.
And she'll just, in prepping herself for those auditions, she'll just learn so much along the way.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. But also, fantastic that she's got such a wonderful dream at such a young age as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's something for her to fight towards.
Yeah, definitely. You know, she's amazing. One day I'm going to post some videos onto YouTube of her singing, and you guys will just be amazed. And like, she sings stuff, but not just all, you know, the modern teenager stuff. She's singing things like from Greece. Remember Greece?
Yes.
Wow.
She sings like, you know, hopelessly devoted to you and all of that stuff. And she just sings it with such a passion.
You mean like the movie Grease, not the
movie Grease? You know, the soundtrack from that, like, you know, Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, tell me more. Yeah,
she does like hopelessly devoted to you. She does that, and people are going, "My God, she's 14, 15. Well, she's 15 now, but she's doing that kind of, you know, that genre, and people are like, wow, you know." And then she's right into Broadway. So they just went to the Hamilton Broadway recently, Alexander Hamilton. And, you know, but she's been practicing that for a good 2 or 3 years. And I remember we had like a family gathering here, and we have a little bit of a stage in the house here where she gets up there and she does her karaoke and stuff. And like, you know, she does her music, and she sang this song from Alexander Hamilton Broadway, and she started to cry halfway through it.
Oh man.
Because she literally felt it. It was like, oh my God. You know, and the family members that were here were all starting to cry. And it's like, man, absolutely amazing. And I think she was only 13 at the time.
Wow. So she can naturally put all of herself into what she's singing. That's awesome.
It was nuts, man. It was nuts. I started to cry. It was like, my goodness.
Being able to let go without humility and just put it all out there. That's good.
Absolutely. She really felt what she was doing, you know? So, yeah, man, I've got all the faith in my daughter. And Matt, thank you so much for that. Thank you. Definitely. Yeah, I'll do it. Let's do that. I'll put that in towards her tuition. Thank you so much. Man, I'm getting teary-eyed. Huh. It's amazing. No, seriously, you know, largest more deposits doesn't matter. Absolutely. We all win when it comes to stable swap. Yes. 100%. Dillbob 9000. I noticed, I think you were on another, I noticed a comment of yours on one of the other YouTube channels, and you're saying you're holding off because, I mean, you've been burned a few times. You're going to wait to see what happens when the bull run starts, if we're still around. Well, we're going to definitely be around. Now, you've mentioned a marketplace previously. Imagine as a seller being able to give discounts in the form of percentage refunded after X amount of days while we compound initial. Beautiful idea. Absolutely beautiful idea. But, you know, that's going to be available. That's going to be available. So, yeah, why not? Refrain from sending long messages. I think you had deleted again there, but that's all good. Never thought it was possible to be bullish on stable coins, but here we are. Absolutely, millions. Absolutely.
Right, millions.
Yeah. Smashed on live. Yes. Very excited for the long term. Dapper, good to see you. So the long-term value of stable swap. Yes. Anyway, I better get some sleep. Yeah, millions. Thanks, brother. Thank you so much. Much love to you, bro, as always.
Millions. Love your videos, millions.
Crypto Collective went downhill when we made viewing an admin. Freaking classic. Wow, there's just so many in here. There's so many comments in here. Grease is the word. Yes. Whenever we have family members over here and they're doing karaoke and stuff, they always get me to do, go grease lightning and burger. Grease lightning. Oh, they get me to do it. And I have my sisters-in-law and my daughter and stuff in the background, and they're just we got this whole thing worked out. Olivia was my kid crush. And you know what? I'm gonna put this here.
John was mine.
She fought cancer for years and sad she passed. Yeah, me too, man. My heart was broken. Olivia was just an amazing individual. I had the pleasure of meeting her in person. Absolutely fantastic and inspirational woman, and super crush. I mean, what happened back in the days, my young days, my auntie's best friend was actually Olivia Newton-John's hairdresser whenever she was in Sydney.
Oh, wow.
So I got to meet her, like stars in my eyes kind of thing back then. I was still so young, and just an amazing individual. And yeah, my total crush as well back in the day. Absolutely. Wow. Olivia Newton-John, the best. Absolutely. Beautiful woman. Yeah, and such a fighter. Yeah. Rose, we're trapped in the same live stream together. Yeah. Just crypto before me. I brought the collective. Woohoo! Love you, Ewing. Yes. And Matt, brother, you keep making up all these excuses, but I would love to have you. We would all love to have you on the stream with us at some stage, man.
Yes.
Dripology is way cooler than Dripology. Yes. Hey, I'm waiting to hear more about the otter. What's the name? What's the name of the thing that Xander?
FIFO, I think.
FIFO?
FIFO, 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 I think.
Well, as soon as we know more about it, I'm going to bring them onto the stream and onto the live stream. We're going to talk about that crazy little otter that Dripology and Xander and all of those guys are talking about. So, yes. See, Matt has to get on the stream soon. Yes. There you go.
You, Tony.
Yes, and Tony and LCM.
Faithful.
F around and okay. Cool. All right. Others don't want to say it. Fuck around and find out. I'll say it.
Well, I'm gonna get in just out of loyalty.
Oh man, let's just do it. Let's have some fun with it. Why not? Right.
That's right.
I might create some kind of a graphic that every time we're doing a live stream, all of a sudden it pops up out in the corner of the screen or something. Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, there you go. I knew this. I can be in the stream when everyone's asleep. My crypto life is a secret, like Batman. We Gucci. Well, the stream will be ended, brother, but I may be able to jump onto Zoom with you. Let's do that. Let's do that.
The bear market was hard. We got Big T has to wait till his wife goes to work to do his crypto. And
yeah, isn't it crazy?
Then Richie Hayes, another guy, he has to hide in the garage.
It's nuts. Jim, thanks again for joining us, brother. And Jim, Lifelines forever. You know what? I love your passion for Prince as well. Prince was like man, another one of my idols back in the day. I love doing his stuff. I do Purple Rain on guitar, my own version. And I sing that with my band from time to time, and everyone just loves it. Jim, I love it, man. Yeah, you're a Prince fan, so you got to be like a super cool dude, which I already know you are. But there you go. Take care, Jim. Good night, Jim. Stay well. Morning for Danny. Yeah, it's 10:45 a.m. here. I'm half cut already on the Alak-Azuls, but that's only half cut. I can still get to full cut.
Is it time for another one?
Yeah, I think I'll do one more. I'll do another one. Just a half one. Just a half one.
Yes.
Right, 'cause I'm getting pretty freaking smashed here, so it's all good.
Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul. Can I get you to hold the fort just for a second? Just 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Absolutely. So, Blue Chip, how's life? Your side of town?
Oh, it's going pretty good. I'm just I'm kind of working extra, mostly to get ahead on bills, but also to try to push my stable swap along. So
yes, I've seen that in your videos, and it's great what you're showing people, because then they can understand that, because it's all about having that extra. You know, don't put your mortgage on the line, but you just put your extra in, and so you're deliberately working extra hours so that you can put more to build your.
Well, it's not like I had a bunch of extra money, but I did have some other crypto just sitting there to help me out during the early bird. But then, doing the dollar cost average, and it hit me the other day. I told Danny this. I said, I have a military pension, and it covers a couple bills, but it's not enough to. I guess if I had to retire on it, I could. I would have to live very scarcely. And then I said, man, what stable swap is paying me now? And that, if I really wanted to say to heck with it, I could get by on it. And that's amazing,
It is amazing.
I do want to build it out a lot bigger and don't want to retire right now. What it is I have to train my son and his wife, my daughter-in-law. I got to get things situated where they could take over, and you're probably talking about 6 months. And by then, my stable swap ought to be where it should be. And actually, I saw a customer today. I saw 3 customers today. And the third one, they're saying, well, your son's coming, you're going to retire? I said, yeah. And I said, I'm about crypto retired. They're like, what? And I started telling them about stable swap. So they asked me to send them my YouTube video. I said, watch it. Call me back. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's, the thing is with stable swap, it's actually not a hard sell.
No.
Right?
No.
People think it's a hard sell, but it's actually not a hard sell. And the secret to it is don't sell it.
That's the beauty of it. That's the absolute beauty, because people are tired of getting sold to. This, you don't have to sell it.
Yeah.
Everyone just smells right when you try to sell something.
Yeah. Mention it in passing. And then if they react, it's like we bought a hot water thing recently just for one of the bathrooms in here. And it only lasted like 6 months, and then it had started having some issues. And so we'd put in a report. It's still under warranty and stuff. And it just so works out the service agent is actually someone I know in the area, or knows me through his cousin, right?
Right.
And he turned up the other day, and he had a look at it, and he goes, oh, you know what? I'm not supposed to do this. It's supposed to be, we're supposed to pull it out, and then you got to take it back to the service center or where you bought it from, and then they work on it from there. But he messed around with a few things. Anyway, he got it to work again, but it only worked for a day. And then my wife messaged him last night. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and he goes, I'm actually just around the corner. Can I come and take it out tonight? I said, yeah, no problem. So he came around, he did it. And then we started talking, and he only just found out that I was into crypto. Right. And so we started talking about it last night, and he goes, well, is there an opportunity for me? I said, yeah, absolutely. And we started talking about like the use case of it being in every single sari store around the country, right? I don't know if you know about sari stores. Sari stores are like little neighborhood stores just in the front of people's houses. In one street, you could have like, 1 to 10 of them, and everyone just that little bit of extra income every day. They're selling things. It could be little tubes of toothpaste or rice or, drinks or whatever. It's just like a little store. Sometimes it's just, 2 meters by 2 meters are not even that big, and that's what sari stores are. So this guy, I was talking with him last night. He goes, well, does that mean I can just go and start talking to people in sari stores and, do field work and try to promote this? And I'm saying, yeah. And he goes, shit, I'm in. He's like, I'm in. I said, okay. So he's going to contact me Monday to set up his account.
Awesome.
And then he's just going to go and start talking to people.
Yep.
Right. And that's how easy it is.
That's right. That's what I love about it.
You don't have to go and sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Look how much
just
we've grown.
What you're doing. What Blue Chip's doing, you just show what you're doing. Yeah. Show your own bags and the simplicity of it. It's just show that you're making this amount because you've got this amount deposited. It's so simple and easy, and it's stable. It's pegged to the dollar. So that's what I love. But one question I've got for you, Danny, is
yes,
in terms of any big investor, because there's a couple of people I haven't been selling this concept at this stage, but in terms of any big investor, let's just say someone that might 50 or something, can the same system work for those bigger investors?
Absolutely. It can work for, whoever. It can work for the people that don't have so much of a budget, and it can work for people with a huge budget. Now, imagine we're talking about, okay, in the world of crypto, in reality, if you say $500,000, right, with the whales that are out there, 500,000 is not considered like super huge for some people out there, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if someone put in $500,000, what their daily return would be on $500,000? Right. Yeah. 500,000 would return them more than $1 million in a year.
It'd be like 25. I'll tell you what it would be.
Yeah,
nuts,
up. Right? It is nuts. Obviously, the bigger bags, and they're going to be very cautious about it. So I do know few people that have a little bit more money, and I haven't approached them yet, but I was just wondering the safety of it. If they were to put that, could they get the return back? It's
exactly the same. It's exactly the same. It makes no difference. The system will not discriminate between someone doing $50 or 50 million. It's still the same. No one gets any special treatment. It's fair for everybody. And that's the beautiful thing about it.
The fees that are made on the other side are enough to pay these bigger wages. Absolutely.
We have agreements and contracts in place, which again, I cannot disclose because obviously there's NDAs written there. People don't want people to know that we are providing liquidity, so to speak. We're providing for some pretty major players out there. But the reality is it's a $32 billion industry.
Yeah.
Okay. For the Philippines alone. What about the rest of the world?
Wow.
Right. So when you consider that, it's a multi-billion dollar industry. So, look, I was approached by someone the other day, and I'm not going to disclose who they are or anything. It's obviously not something you want to talk about, but I actually declined it. But someone was talking about $31.5 million, I think, they wanted to put through.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, yeah, we can do it. But that raises red flags. Obviously, that raises red flags, right?
Yeah. I mean, I go into my bank to deposit $5,000 in cash.
Yeah.
They start asking you all kind of questions. Where did this come from or whatever? And I'm like, well, this customer wanted to pay in cash,
Well, because you got to consider, right? Again, that's the beauty about regulation and licensing. Okay. there's things, obviously you've got your, your anti-money laundering.
Yeah.
Right. We have to be compliant to. And then you have CTF, which is the counterterrorism funds, which we have to adhere to and be compliant to as well. So if someone's putting in like that kind of money, well, it's like, you know what? To get rid of the headache, I don't even want to look at you, to be totally honest with you. Right. Because it's not worth it. I'm not here going, wow, this guy's going to put in 30 million bucks. I don't need your freaking money. I don't care. Right. What's important to me is the sustainability and the longevity of this system. It doesn't matter if you're bringing in. I don't get starry-eyed because of your money. I don't care. I don't care. Right. That's the reality. I mean, fantastic. The opportunity is there for you if you want to go down that route, but expect that, it's not just me that's going to be watching you. You're going to have like every man and his dog watching you if you're trying to do $30 million in one hit.
Yeah, just spread it out over a bunch of little hits or something and don't even say nothing.
I mean, hey, that's the reality, right? And then, you know what? I would say that most times the people that talk about that are not real. Well, they're real, but they're not really a smart business person. So it makes you think, well, do I really want to deal with this person anyway? Yeah,
a person that really had that, he wouldn't even be talking to Danny D. He would just go in and be putting in little hits, and he wouldn't want anybody to know who about him or what he's doing.
But that also shows that you're a person of integrity, Danny, because a lot of other people would be hungry for it and get sold into it. And, yeah. Okay, give me a 31 mil. But as you say, there's too many red flags. So, and you need to protect this beautiful creation you've made. Otherwise, you could get in trouble if you allow that type of huge amounts that you don't know where they're from.
Yeah, a lot of times people will use money to try to impress you. I'm not impressed by money. I don't like. Yeah. I'm not money driven. Really, I'm lifestyle driven. I'm not money driven. It's more important for me to spend time with my wife and kids and watch them grow up and be part of their world than it is for someone to hand me $100 million today. Right? You can only spend so much, right?
Yeah.
But at what expense?
It's best to be, comfortable, have some, have a good life, have your family. Sometimes too much money is a bad thing.
It can be. Well, money's not a bad thing. It's just how people deal with it and how people react to it. I mean, I'm not going to sell my soul to the devil just for money. I don't need it.
You see, there's a difference. So, money is not evil, but the love of money is evil. Yeah. There's a difference. Yeah.
Again,
money can do a lot of good. Money can provide homes, provide livelihoods, good livelihoods that you could. But absolutely. The love of money, that is when it becomes the evil counterpart.
Absolutely. We don't even have to go to that extreme. Hang on. I heard this Danny O guy has an impressive platform. Danny O. I'll give you an example of that, Lil. I don't know if you guys have noticed on the chat, my dilemma with Samsung at the moment, right? No, it's been pretty freaking crazy. Now, I've had some issues with my Samsung phone and my Samsung tablet since New Year's. Since New Year's Eve, I've been having charging issues with it, right? And I'm kind of going towards a conspiracy theory that it was like a few days ago, that they launched their new line, the Samsung AI phones and tablets and all that kind of stuff. Right? And I'm thinking that on the conspiracy theory level that they've probably just done something that is kind of forcing me to buy a new Samsung phone. Right? No, it's absolutely crazy, Lil. New Year's Eve, both my Samsung phone and my Samsung tablet would not charge. Doesn't matter what charger, what cable, it just would not charge. I can guarantee you, right? Now it's charging kind of when it wants to. But anyway, I've always tried to stick with Samsung because of quality and stuff. But before Samsung, I was with Xiaomi. Okay. I was using Xiaomi because Xiaomi phones are great. But since this recent shit that's going on with my Samsung devices, I've now switched back to Xiaomi. It's actually going to be arriving today, right? So I'm using my phone now. The features that I get on my Xiaomi, I'm not being paid by Xiaomi, by the way, guys. Just so you know, the features I'm getting with my Xiaomi. Oh man, Xiaomi is like, they do nice monitors. They do like my air purifiers in my house is all Xiaomi products. It's actually come a long way. It's Chinese brand, right? But they've stepped up. They're really making things happen. And my last Xiaomi devices, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, no problem. It's still going great. So I ordered a Xiaomi 13T Pro, which is like between their mid-range and their flagship. Okay, on their phones. The Samsung Ultra, the Samsung S24 Ultra that released on the 19th, I think, so 2 or 3 days ago. This Xiaomi phone has like 90% of the same features, 90 to 95% of the same features as the Samsung S24 Ultra, but it's like a quarter of the price.
Oh man!
All right, a quarter of the price. That's literally the same specs. And I've gone, okay, well, you know what? I have the money to buy the Samsung S24 Ultra if I want to. But I'm going to use my smarts about it, right? Let's be logical and practical about this. It's like me here living in the Philippines. Why should I buy a Lamborghini? Even if I had the opportunity to, even if, if I was in a position to do it, why would I? It's just stupid. It's stupid. It
wouldn't be practical.
It's not practical. What the hell am I going to use a Lamborghini for over here? That's the reality. What for? Just so people think I'm successful? And you know what?
In our area, everyone drives 4-wheel drives in our area because our roads are so crappy.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to do in context there, right, is that there comes a time in your life where you realize that all the flashiness actually accounts for nothing. Right?
Designer clothes, designer perfumes, false lips, false titties, whatever. You don't need it.
I mean, designer clothes, I guess, I mean, to a certain level, the quality is different in the way that it's going to last you longer. If you want to look at it that way, right? Shoes, a similar kind of thing or whatever. But in this day and age where like a phone, I mean, really, you're looking at a 2 to 3 year lifespan before you upgrade it because it can't keep up with the current tech. Why go out and spend like 4 times as much for something that you're going to, like, you may use some of the features, but you're not going to use all the features. Let's just be practical. Same with our earnings in Stable Swap. Okay. Our earnings in Stable Swap, use it for good things and real things. You don't need to think about it like, I'm going to buy the latest Ferrari. Wow.
Well, if you tune into the laws of attraction, how do you make people attracted to you? You have to make them feel good about themselves. You pulling up in their house in a Lamborghini is not going to make them feel good about themselves. You pull up in a piece of shit, you're going to make them feel good because they got a better car than you. And like, come on in, Chip. They're going to love you.
Yeah, exactly. Have been known to do things like throttling chart. Yeah, they do. Helium. I'm not familiar with helium, but yeah, for sure. Aren't flashy. They budget and live frugally. Exactly, Tony. Exactly. You know what? The secret to wealth is to spend less. That's the reality. The secret to wealth is to spend less. But again, that's just my opinion, not financial advice. Do your own research.
The secret to wealth is invest in Stable Swap. Whoa!
Awesome.
For sure,
awesome.
For sure.
But yeah, That's it, Tony. You know, again, you guys, there's no big secret about the car I drive and stuff, but I know I got to upgrade that soon. But, you know, even with the ability to do so, I'm not going to buy a brand new car. For me personally, there's no reason for me to buy a brand new car. I'm not using it every day. Okay. I go to the office, which is like a 2-hour trip for me in one way, an hour and a half to 2 hours. Most of the time, I don't want to drive anyway because of the traffic. It just annoys the shit out of me. So there's no point me having a brand new car over here, right? I got my secondhand car and I'm happy with it. You know, when I need to go to the office, I either go on my bike because it's easier through the traffic, or I get Grab over here, which is the same as Uber over there. Okay. Yes. And I get Grab. Yeah, it costs me a little bit more, but I have the convenience of coming home whenever I want, going there whenever I want, chilling out in the car. And you know what? I'm gonna get so pissed off that I'm gonna hire a driver or put a driver on payroll to take me here and there. I'm not the president of the country. You know, I don't need a driver. You know, but I'm happy to just
on Thursday nights. It sounds like you do.
Oh, Thursday nights. I use Uber and I use Grab on Thursday nights. Because seriously, we finish sometimes 2-3 in the morning and there's no way I'm driving home. I just call them up within like 5 minutes. Someone will just come and pick me up and bring me all the way home to where I am. And I'll even give them a tip. You know, I always tip. I always do. So,
cool.
Here's Matt. He's been blocked by Streamlabs again. I watched a thing in the Medallion fight the other day. It's an exclusive investment club that has averaged 66% return annually for decades. Sableswap laughs at those gains.
Wow, that's cool, Matt.
But isn't that true? Right? That is. We're doing 10.5% per month comfortably. Comfortably.
Yeah.
Right? And that's without all the other stuff, without the promos, etc. Okay, again, off the record, but actually for the record, because this is live, we will be doing a promo in February. I'm not going to say when, but we will be doing a promo in February. I won't go about the specifics, but we will be doing one, just so people know.
Right.
Okay. But still continue doing your liquidity provisions, which again, that's the beautiful thing about StableSwap. People see the value, and it doesn't matter whether there's a promo or not. People are still, providing liquidity.
And those promos sure do make a big difference in the numbers.
Yes, they do. They do. But those promos, it's not going to be like a week-long promo. It's going to be, possibly a few hours or at most a couple of days, just so you guys know. Okay, you got to be aware of it. And we are implementing the things where there's going to be like secret codes and stuff like that. And so only the people that have the codes, because they're engaged with the streams and with the Telegram, they're the only ones that'll have the opportunity to get that. And I think that's pretty fair. You give me people in the chat, and also Chip and Lil, do you think that's fair?
Yeah.
Right.
I think so.
Do you think that's fair, that they should be engaged in the community to be able to have that opportunity?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Because once again, from my perspective, I'm yet to start bringing my people in and doing that Sunday sessions, joining with me. So some of them might not already know about the Telegram group, already know about the community. We've still got to introduce them. So let's just say the promotion was next week, and then I brought 10 people in, 10 of my family or friends.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So what you're saying is then they wouldn't qualify. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, but the thing is that you would know about it, and then you could tell them about it.
So that then they have to join the Telegram group.
Not necessarily. You could give them a code. I mean, yes, it's good for them to be in the Telegram anyway, right? Community engagement is one of the most important things for us to grow this organically. Yeah. And so people should be engaged in the community.
If we had the code, we could give them the code. And then if they've got the code, as long as they've got the code, then they can benefit from that.
That's right.
Okay, well, Yeah. Okay. In that case, it sounds good.
Yeah.
But then again, like you're saying, and you bring somebody in, and you kind of need to let them know, hey, to be successful in this, you need to be in the TG, because if and when you have technical issues, you're going to have to go in there and get help. And also stay engaged and kept abreast of what's going on, because it may be a day they can't get a hold of little NZ, little crypto NZ.
Yes. Yep. See, this is feedback for now. Fair. Sounds great. That's the way to do it. Community engagement. Yes. I think it's fair. Everyone knows someone who is in TG. The news will get around. Yes, I think so. If they're in StableSwap, they would likely know about streams and Telegram groups. Yes. And they have a choice about their personal level of involvement. Yes, absolutely. Agree, Chip. Take it easy. I'm being mindful of my. It kind of forces engagement. Well, yes, it does, Tony. But that's a way that we're helping people to actually become engaged and educating themselves, right? You have to be engaged in one way or another to educate yourself. If you're not taking that step to educate yourself, well, I'm sorry, but you should be engaged. This is your investment. Yeah. This is your thing. This is something that you're working with. So you should understand it yourself. You shouldn't be relying on other people to tell you that you should be doing this or you should be doing that. Everything that we do in this space is entirely up to us as individuals. Yeah. So, if you can't get yourself into understanding it and getting involved in the groups and stuff, well, probably this is not for you. That's the reality of it. But, people should get involved in it. People should see the value of it with their own eyes and on their own merits, and reap the rewards that come with doing that. Reap the rewards that come with educating yourself. So, yeah. But Lil, again, yes, I understand that situation, and that's a great point. But then that comes to that's down to you being a team leader to then, let your people know about that. So there you go. I think Lil's going to get another beer. Hey, what do you think? So,
yes. When I first came into crypto, Big T kept telling me he said, you need to get in the TG because I won't always be around here for you to get a hold of. So I joined TG, and I went into the drip TG, and it was really spastic. People were just flying all over the place.
Yeah.
And so I said, screw this. And I think I went like a year and a half. I didn't even go back in there until Nelly commented on one of my videos and he said, hey, man, come join the collective. And then it was totally different. One of the best things I ever did,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, things are going like amazingly well. I'm super happy with how everything is going, Chip. And I just see so many more amazing things coming in the next few months. It's going to go nuts. I'm already struggling to keep up with everything, brother.
I imagine you are.
Yeah. I see your comments, bro, and I see your videos and stuff, and I can't always reply and I can't always comment, but you see, like, I'm here to God knows what time every night. And then I'm waking up super early. And as soon as I wake up, as soon as I turn on my computer, that's it. I'm locked in for the day. I'm replying to, all the telegrams and everything like that, all those messages. And, I'm still struggling to keep up. I'm getting DMs from people every single day that are asking for assistance. And they're like, as much as I can, I will try to do it. But in reality, you should be in the Telegram, and most of your questions can be answered in there anyway. Hey, just on that, guys, and I've mentioned this many times already, and I'm going to mention it again. Tech support. I'm going to speak with the guys to actually disable the support tickets for now, right? Because we honestly, we cannot monitor that 24/7 at this point in time. We're just so busy trying to push out the things. So if anyone has any questions, anyone out there, if you have any questions, you need tech support, get onto the Telegram group. The Telegram group, you will get a much faster reply than trying to put in a support ticket, right? I noticed a thing came through today on the support tickets. Oh, still awaiting your reply. And seriously, I can't see those every day because I've just got so much stuff going on. The support team, you know, the thing is that you got tech support and you got customer service, and we are still building out our customer service staff now. So if anyone has any issues or inquiries or something like that at this point in time, do not use the support ticket system.
Okay.
Get onto Telegram. Ask questions in the tech support there. And as you guys know, I answer those as quickly as I possibly can. And a lot of times before I can, there's other people that within the community that can answer those things anyway.
I didn't even know you had a tech support. I thought the TG was the tech support.
Yeah, bro, there's a support ticket on there, which is obviously something that we implemented in the beginning. And, you know, we do get to those, but people cannot expect that we're going to get to those like within minutes. It's just not possible with the current workload.
I've never even had to use it. It's just so simple. I've never had to use it.
Yeah, no, but a lot of the tech support stuff we get through are like things that are actually not tech support. Is not actually tech support. It's other stuff which should not even be going through those channels. So again, guys, please, anyone out there, please use the Telegram group rather than the tech support side of things. Okay, use the Telegram.
My first internal transfer last week. My first internal transfer. I'll try it out because someone, one of my mentors actually, that got me into drip. One of my mentors that got me to drip. I'm like you, Blue Chip. I am now the teacher. They've now joined Stable Swap under me.
I'm not going to mention the name. I'm not going to mention the name, Lil, but I actually got the notification for that. I saw that. Yes. Of course, I have to, right?
I think that is putting their toe in. They're putting their toe in just to see how things go. But they're amazing. The one that come on board, but. I am now their teacher. How cool is that?
Yeah, totally cool. And I saw that come through, and I'm going, wow, Lil, you're working, you're grinding, right?
I haven't even started yet, Danny. I haven't even started yet.
I know, and I'm so glad I saw that come through because I mean I'd had communication with that person, and you know that person's a very good friend of mine as well, and I prefer that they went through community members such as yourself rather than myself, because, you know, that's not my role. You guys know I don't have a personal account. I'm not into putting people underneath me or anything like that. I'm here just to help the community and to see the community that doing that. That's absolutely fantastic. And that person is like super solid. So
just so intelligent in terms of the crypto game, and has played the game for several years and has made a great livelihood from the crypto, and but also knows the pitfalls of the volatility of it all.
Yes.
So that's and has money, has respect. With crypto. So that's what I'm loving about it.
Yes. So I was super pleased when I saw that come through. That person's a very good friend of mine. Yeah. And I'm just happy that they went through you. So that's really, really beautiful. So
cool.
Here we go. He's inviting in a positive place. And thanks to Matt, it's pretty damn fun. Totally. Totally. Keeping up with the question. Yeah, Fuzzy, I don't know, man. And that's why I added you as a super mod the other day. And thank you so much for for receiving that with open arms too, because I struggle to keep up, to be totally honest with you guys, within the normal Telegram and then through the DMs that I'm dealing with, and all the other stuff that's going on in the back end, because obviously I head up marketing as well globally. So, you can imagine that part of it is very, very time consuming. And then obviously I need to find time for my family, and I'm still building things like my Alak-Azul project and all the other stuff and trying to put more things together for Drip Pot Luck and that kind of thing. So you know, my hours every day is just, I'm stretched.
Yeah.
I'm stretched.
Well, I had Stephen Riley ask if I would do a video on like MetaMask and onboarding and all of that, you know, like MetaMask, you know, how to add networks and tokens to MetaMask and all that stuff. And I know Jim Ware's done it. Maybe I should ask him if I could refer to his, but didn't you say you were going to do some of those type of videos?
No, I'm going to be doing them.
Yeah. Stable Swap's going to be doing them, and I'm going to be sharing them and going on the Zoom session.
Good.
Mr. Big, wasn't that your original mentor? Didn't he do one on MetaMask?
Big T. That's Big T.
Yeah,
not
Big T. Big T. Big T. He did one, I believe, on MetaMask. Oh, Mr. Big or Big T, and it was like 5 minutes, but it was great. So what I'm trying to say is you don't have to reinvent the wheel sometimes.
No.
You can just share those links that already show exactly how to do it.
Yeah, Big T did one. It was real good, but he did do the part that shows you how to add networks and tokens to it. You know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But Denny, is your team going to be doing ones like that?
Yes, absolutely. We are. Actually, starting February, we're going to be doing the events where we're going to be talking about like just blockchain, crypto, MetaMask, Rabby wallet, other crypto currencies, you know, other protocols, things like that. Differences between, like, we're going to talk about Pancake Swap, you know, just the simple things on Pancake Swap. You know, how to go from fiat to
that's
crypto.
how I saw it, is that I would bring people in. So when you're doing those sessions, or I can just show them those sessions, so I don't have to physically tell them, because I'm not a professional in that sense. But if I can look here today, our Zoom session today is about learning how to do MetaMask. Our Zoom session today is learning about blockchain. So I'll just lean off your training group.
We're definitely doing that. We're definitely doing that, Lil. At the moment, though, like, you know, the focus with the office right now, again, is really for the local community, because we're growing that part of it for the OTC. So Patrick is taking on a lot of that. And if any of you have seen the ones on the Stable Swap YouTube channel, that's what we call Taglish, which is Tagalog and English. So it actually touches on both languages. So it's not really for everybody, but that's Patrick with his schedule, and you'll see that on the Telegram group. But you mentioned earlier that you're going to do Fridays. What time on Fridays are you doing, Lil?
Well, actually, it'll actually probably be a Sunday. What I thought, I was going to do Friday, but I'm actually thinking Sunday, before our Sunday sesh, before we have a beer. I thought I'd bring people in and maybe say from 1 o'clock and just do the basics with them, give them the overall, so that when they sit down and watch us talking or what have you, if they've got questions, perhaps, if you wouldn't mind, that they might ask a question maybe.
Sure.
So that's what I was thinking, just incorporate it, because Sundays I'm already doing this. Okay.
Well, you just let me know, because I'm happy. I mean, again, the reason I mentioned Friday, if you're going to be doing it like a regular on a Friday, you know what? I'm happy to set aside like an hour on a Friday to be online for your people. Right? If that's going to work out. So you just let me know.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate
5 hours difference, right?
Yes. So for you, I think our 2 in the afternoon would suit your mornings. You'd be like 9 in the morning.
2 in the afternoon, that'd be like 9. Yeah, that works great for me. That's no problem at all on Friday mornings. You know,
okay,
until
the
guys
let me try and focus on that then. Let me just try and get, even if it's 2 or 3 people, just that are interested. Okay. All right.
I'm happy to do that. We can set up a Zoom or whatever, and I'm happy to do that. I'll jump on there and I'll answer questions, and then we'll give a bit of a rundown on, what is crypto.
How would I connect and show you my email address and things like that? How might I do that?
No, what I'll do is, you and I just communicate, and I'll just send you a Zoom link, and then you just share that with them.
Okay. And I can connect directly to you through the Telegram.
Yeah, I'll just send you a link, a link for Zoom on the Telegram, and then you just send them that link, and then we can all be on Zoom. I'm happy to do that. No problem at all.
Sounds wonderful.
I'll set aside that time. Once we can set a hard time.
Yes.
Then I'll just work around that. That's no problem.
Okay.
Happy to do that.
Okay. Oh, all right. I'll make it worth your while there, Danny. I'll
No, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, I just want to help you. I just want to help the community. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm happy to do that. So, you know, let's just go through a couple more of these, and we're pushing 2 hours again. This is just unbelievable.
Really, this is like sitting in a bar just talking with people. You know, you got your alcohol, you're just talking about your favorite subject.
Yeah. So there you go. No, I'm super impressed and super happy with how things are going, and I have no real comment on that. It's just fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and it's just, you know, being able to do this comfortably and not having to stress.
What's also very exciting is that we're all sitting from all over the world. You know, you're very much a regular. Is it Nelly from South Africa? We've got Drip Millions from the UK. So we're talking America, New Zealand, Philippines.
I had one the other day. I had a message from someone the other day who'd been following me through Drip and also with Drip Potluck. And then they messaged me the other day and said, "Hey, bro, are you in Drip X?" And Drip X. And he goes, "Please let me know when you're in, because I want to come in under your team." Right. And I've gone, you know, to be totally honest with you, bro, I really haven't had time to look at Drip X. I just haven't. Right. Because I've been so focused on my stable swap project. And he goes, "Oh, what stable swap?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" He goes, "Why don't I know about this?" Right. And he's from the Rock of Gibraltar.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Which is like a British overseas territory, right?
Yes.
And but it's on the border of Spain. And he said, "Holy shit, how can I find out about this?" I said, "Well, man, I thought you were following my YouTube channel." He goes, "I've just been away from it because obviously when there was a decline in the market and stuff, he stepped away." And so I sent him a few links for the videos and stuff like that. And he messaged me back like a couple of hours later and goes, "Okay, can you walk me through it? I'm in."
Cool.
So he came in. That's the Rock of Gibraltar.
There you go. Another country on board. Boom.
Yeah. That's one thing I do like about this is you get to meet people from everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Isn't that crazy? And he goes, "Why don't I know about this?" I said, "Well, I don't know. You tell me. Why don't you know about it?" Right. So yeah, he's now on board as well. You know, so we've got people all over the world, over the world. And
I've only got 5 affiliates. Well, 4 or 5, I think. But it's USA, Philippines, Germany, and New Zealand. So 4 affiliates in 4 countries. Pretty cool, right?
That is cool.
It's just amazing. You know, it's absolutely amazing. You know, we got Nick Niels. Nick Niels active in the chats right now. Canada.
Canada.
Yep. So Matt, he lives under a rock. You're such a clown, brother. Such a clown. It's going to be so much fun when you eventually come onto the stream with us. So there you go. There you go, guys. We're hitting 2 hours, so I think I'm going to call it. But you know, thank you again to everybody out there in the stream. Look out for the Telegram. I will upload today in Telegram. I will do the topic for the community giveaway, area. So you guys can see that. There'll just be like a QR code, etc., that you guys can contribute to that if you wish. You know, again, there's no obligation to do it. And basically every week I'll show that account, show what the balance is in the account. I'll put a poll out into the chats and see what we do with it, whether we hold it off for a week or we give it away to 1 person or 2 people or however many people, depending on the amount that's in there. And we'll just do that. Matt, my God, you're going to get me drunk. 2 houses equals smoke blood time, fam. All right. And there you go, Matt. Keep in touch with me and TG later on. You know, once your wife and kid are asleep and you can hang out with me, let me know. Let's jump onto Zoom or something later on. So Alak-Azul to you, brother. Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul.
And there you go. So we've been going 2 hours.
Yeah.
Super chat.
This has been a nice session. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Matt, thanks again for that, brother. So there you go. I mean, we've still got people watching. It's just crazy, you know, 2 hours and people are still sitting there watching. Yeah. So absolutely beautiful stuff. But all right, ladies and gentlemen out there in the chats, Chip, any last words for the stream today?
No, I enjoy like you. I enjoy the way everything's going. Feeling totally positive. Just going to keep working and build my position, and great success to everybody else out there. I know they're doing the same.
Yeah, man. Absolutely beautiful. Lil, anything from you and your cousin?
I'd just like to say once again, thank you, Danny, for being the wonderful person you are. Great to see you again, Blue Chip. I love your videos because it shows your realness. You know, you're still hard at work, doing the grind, but you're building an investment for your family. So I love that. The other thing is the little shops that you mentioned, Danny. And yes. I know you're talking about you can use the apps and buy things, but those little shops, they would love their own account, I'm sure, because
they would need to have their own account.
More from their yield from stable swap than selling their oranges or toothpaste.
Yep.
Or, you know what I mean? So some of them would actually benefit from being part of it. So I wish them the best.
They would get rewards for doing so. Right, that's what we're trying to set up. We will be setting up. So they're going from fiat to fiat, so pesos to pesos, even without the crypto side. They're going to pesos to pesos, and every single transaction, pesos to pesos, helps the system, but also rewards them. They don't have to be in the crypto side of it. There's going to be percentages given back to them just for using it.
Beautiful.
Right. So even, for example, let's just put it down to simplest form. Let's say you have a family member that's living on the other side of the island. And, you know, and they need to borrow some money from you, for example.
Yes.
Okay. Some kind of an emergency or whatever. And you can just send them pesos. And just the fact that you've sent them pesos, you're getting rewarded for it.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome.
It's a win-win, right?
Definitely.
So it's more just an education program then, isn't it? Teach them
it is.
How it all works.
Educating them on how they can do it, etc. Now, you know, you get this little Sari store that's receiving payments through the OTC, okay, or using our app for the OTC. What'll happen is that, okay, they're now receiving it in pesos, but they're also part of the system. So they can, let's say they put into a plan, okay, let's say 10% of everything that gets transacted through me, I'm now going to take that and provide liquidity for the system, and I'm going to earn even more.
Exactly. That's my point.
How beautiful is that?
Yes, very beautiful.
They can use it in their business and they can build their own retirement.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. So
at least this is your testing ground as well. Philippines is your testing ground.
Yeah.
And then India, Arab Emirates.
India's going to be massive.
It's huge.
India's going to be massive, and our payment gateways should be finalized by the end of the month for India.
Wow. Oh,
so, you know, so when people say,
on
you know,
every corner in New Zealand, on every corner in New Zealand is an Indian dairy. On every corner in New Zealand is an Indian dairy. That
Indian.
I'll be Indian. A dairy is like a food store, a little food shop.
Okay. Yep. Dairy. Yep.
And, so once it's available in India, my goodness, I'll be sharing it to our Indian local.
It's going to be absolutely massive. India, again, we've noted it for first quarter, but we're literally only weeks away.
Wow.
And then that's going to be happening over there. So
Huge.
So we got India and Philippines. I mean, India again, like the population of India is nuts.
Yeah.
Right.
It's more
Can
than
you
the
imagine
Millions
yeah,
and millions and millions.
into the system. So it's going to be super, super beautiful. Thank you again for everyone out there in the stream.
Yeah.
Emotional stream after TG call. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's get on to TG if you really want to. So we can do that. You know, I don't have much scheduled today. I'm just waiting for my phone to be delivered, my new phone, and that's it. I'm done. This is my Sunday. My family knows that my Sunday is you know, that's it. I'm live streaming and stuff. So I spend time with them on Saturdays and
yes,
I'm all good. So anyway, just wow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Drip Community PH, Mike, that's just some amazing stuff. And I will see you in the office really soon. Let's discuss that even further. So there you go. All right.
Good night, folks.
Chip, thank you so much.
And
Welcome.
Nice seeing you again.
If you want to, if not, otherwise, that's all good too. Everyone else out there in the stream, much love to you. And I'm going to do one last one for you. May as well go all the way, hey? All right.
Alak-Azul.
I'm going to play my outro and see you later.
See you guys
Take
later.
care. See you next.